From the IMTV Wave Channel 5 studio at Greenville Senior High School, home of the Greenville Green Wave, the Greenville Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library proudly presents Never Stop Serving.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Never Stop Serving. I'm Samuel Pluck and I'm your host for today's show. This series is sponsored by Greenville High School's Interactive Media Department and Greenville VFW Post number 7262. Today, our special guest for episode number 52 is Mary Johnson. Please welcome Mary to our show.
Thank you, Sam. Thanks.
You're welcome. Mary's the auxiliary president for the VFW Post number 3488 in West Carrollton, called the River Rats. She is also the spouse of a past Air Force veteran and a retired executive administrator at the VA Veterans Affairs. Mary, would you like to tell us about your origin story, where you grew up, your parents, high school, etc.?
I did grow up in and around Dayton, Ohio, lived there all my life. I actually graduated high school from a little farming community known as Germantown many years ago. Not long after graduation, I married, had 3 children, sadly divorced many years later. And then in 1981, met my husband, the veteran, Wesley Johnson, and we got married and we were together for 35 years.
Oh, and could you also tell us what branch of the service you served for and how long you served?
I actually never served. I was one of those who worked as a nurse for many years in hospitals, but never went into the military. My father did, all of my cousins did, uncles, everyone, not me. Which is, as I look back on it, probably a sad thing, because it's good to be part of that organization.
Yeah, it's always important to take opportunities, but if you don't want to, that's okay. And what was your job?
Well, many years I worked for hospitals as a nurse in the neonatal unit and surgery, but I also, many years worked for insurance companies like United Healthcare. And from United Healthcare, I actually was offered a job at the Department of Veterans Affairs, the Dayton VA. And I did work there for 3 years, and when I left there, I worked for the Department of Veterans Affairs, which is in Washington, D.C. So I worked for headquarters.
Well, there you go. As a retired VA administrator, what do you think we do best for veterans and the least?
Well, I think what we do best, believe it or not, is providing actual health care today. There is a push that we deliver care better than any local hospital, any private sector hospital or public, but the whole goal is for us to provide good care, and I think we do that, except for one area, which we seem to be very much lacking in, and that's the push for mental health and making people aware that it's okay to be sad, and please come in and let's talk and let's work through these things. We have far too many veterans who served and made it back from all these countries and then choose to take their own life, and that's not the way it should work.
Yeah. It's gotta be a nightmare when that happens.
It is. It is.
Can you please tell our audience about this new Veteran for Veteran option chat room?
Well, that's a good segue, because this is the whole goal of this is to be able to allow veterans to be able to contact either online or by phone another veteran. Being able to ask things like, where's the best place to go for a home loan, versus I just would like to connect with people that served and we have similar experiences, versus I just need to talk to a veteran who I think will understand because I'm not feeling really good today. So the whole concept is to be able to provide strength and friendship between the veterans, which is what we should be doing. They're one big family, and we should make sure they have the ability to be that one big family.
Yes. If you are interested in volunteering, any first responders, chaplains, retired senior NCOs, or officer to facilitate the Veteran for Veteran option chat room, please contact us at gvmp vfwpdl@gmail.com. Do you
One of the things I did want to share with you is I mentioned that I'd been married for 35 years. My husband passed 2 years ago. He actually was a lifetime member of the River Rats, and he was their commander when he passed. And this is one of the reasons why I am more and more dedicated to making sure that the veterans are taken care of.
Yes, it's always important to honor someone you love by continuing on with their work.
Exactly. You're right.
And I think we should all need to do that for the ones we love. It's very important to keep their memories alive and in our hearts. Do you have any words of advice for young people who are interested in the service or how they can get involved?
Well, my advice to young people is the same that I've given to my grandchildren. There's no better employer in the world than going into the military. They will provide you with education, they will provide you with adventures and opportunities you'd never think about. But more importantly, as you get older, they also will provide you with resources for additional education, your family, retirement, all the wonderful things. Military, everyone assumes that if you go into the military, they're going to send you somewhere and they're going to have someone point a gun and shoot you. That's not true at all. It's become more of a business more and more. My oldest grandson's been in the military 12 years, and he was deployed finally last year. Begged for it for years, but he's a business person, and he was doing business. And so for all young people, please know it's not just the wartime veterans we're talking a big business that needs people.
Well, there you go. It's important to grow that business and expand upon it. Thank you once again for your service to our great country and your time to speak with us today.
Thank you. I had a good time.
You're welcome, and I'm glad you had a good time. Here at Never Stop Serving, we highlight veterans that continue to serve beyond their military service. The Phantom of the Opera talent show is approaching quickly on November 9th, with yours truly hosting. Talent acts and sponsors are needed. Please contact gvmpdl@gmail.com. We are looking forward to an awesome talent show, so be there.
I'll actually be in one of the skits.
Really?
Yes, so I'll see you there.
Yes, you'll see us there.
Yeah.
Please continue to watch for upcoming episodes of Never Stop Serving. We have a full-packed season. Also, continue to watch the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library Facebook page for upcoming events and updates. If you are a veteran and would like to share your story, once again, please send us an email at gvmpdl@gmail.com. Thank you for watching today's show. This is Samuel Plock, signing off.
Thank you for watching. Please visit us on our social media sites. Please consider contributing to our mission in some way. Also, we are always looking for veterans and their families to share their stories with us. Be sure to join us next week for our next episode of Never Stop Serving.